Yeah, you don't have no cap in it either. But your salaries versus your cap this year is like $2 million difference. Got 9.37 cap space. That's weird.
I'm gonna jump out this. I'm gonna jump out the party real quick and jump back in. The mic party, so it'll stop echoing. Seems like it's my fault.
I think it is.
They're still doing it.
Scratch?
Yeah.
Is it still echoing?
Yeah.
Hold on, let me see something.
What about now?
They'll run for the first time here with Matt Breida. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes for the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to get
Here they go.
But every one
Here
of
they
these
go.
RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
That shit stopped.
Once again, they run with Breida on first down. And he stopped immediately there. Breida, the ball carrier. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Call fitting your gaps, right?
I love it.
Yeah, he'll be an X Factor. Or at least a superstar.
Exactly right.
Ian Thomas. A 9-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Looking to throw. He finds Beckham, complete. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first.
A gain of 9 yards.
Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. On first down, here's Breida. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
Ball carrier.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 17-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Here's Breida. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. He'll drop to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. He was trying to hit Thomas that time, and it's 3rd and 5.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
He'll look to throw. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Matt Breida with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Steelers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. A long opening drive and a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the 4th quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
It becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives.
At their own 20-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Herbert. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. And he'll take this one up to about the 23.
Number 6.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
7.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. That's out to the left and complete. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 36-yard line.
On play action, they'll throw. They'll get this into the hands of Breida. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down.
Complete to
Charles, Thursday night game. I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 25-yard line. This is Breida. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Here's a 2nd and 7. And incomplete on the deep ball. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
Well, the gap man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Blanketed coverage by Houston. Makes it 4th down.
Intended for Matt Breida. incomplete.
On now, Tucker McCann. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash.
39-yard attempt.
McCann's kick up and good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front seven? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Herbert off of play action. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
2nd and 7 at the 40-yard line.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. That's going to be caught by Samuel. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here, as this is toward the sideline. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking, because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Lonnie Johnson picks it, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Devin Bush. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field.
Another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Yeah, this the winning team. 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to pick at me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hit scene, but I can't hear when the crowd screams. Still balling like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. Eating blood across it where the blood thinner. Juice stay turned like. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter, what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never count. Used to have my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know juice to end the drought. Yeah. I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah. I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah. That's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Come for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that split? Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Reaching my goals, I do not feel ashamed. I'm a dog, I'm a beast, and I cannot be tamed. I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed. I ain't break from the sticks and stones they threw. Anything that you can do, I can do it better than you. No matter what I do, achieve, still got something to prove. I spent the check on the diamond cross, but still ain't paid my dues. Gotta be number one, number two never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 20.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Houston Texans.
Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
Time to set the old turducken aside and get ready for football as here we go on a Thanksgiving night. Fielded just outside the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
3-yard line.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he'll go underneath here to Breida. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second. Down now.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Give him 22 yards, and that's also where they snapped it from, the 22. Here's the first carry for Matt Breida. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 4.
Man, don't take that shit serious. Nah, but you can't take that shit serious when he talking about LeBron. That nigga loves LeBron.
Oh, he'll
yeah.
that one back. Incomplete.
That nigga works on LeBron's network. Yeah.
Third down.
It's 3rd down.
Yeah. That nigga he be talking shit. He definitely gonna talk shit about Bron. That's all they do.
Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete.
Yeah, now about other people, I don't know. But Bron, nah.
Get the 3rd down
He talking shit to talk shit. That nigga love Bron. He's on that nigga's podcast is on Bron's little production thing.
They go counter with Breida. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
The ball carrier.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good.
Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Odell Beckham, his second touchdown on the season. And the Steelers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers.
Makes the score Steelers 7, Texans nothing.
McCann's got it teed up. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
On the option, here's Herbert. And he's upended after a gain of 2.
Who the hell y'all doing for?
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
If you don't stop at showtime, I get it, but come on, bro.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on second down. Going up top. But when this ball's tipped,
who do they do it for, Showtime?
The safety Terrell Edmonds picks it. And a huge return.
Don't tell me it was for the Lakers.
All the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Who'd they do that for?
Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception.
Yeah,
all right. About the discipline that they showed on defense because after the offense scored to go up 7-0,
all right, Showtime, I hear you.
they might be a little
You my nigga. You my man, 100 grand and all.
When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Yeah, I hear you.
Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. First down. They run with Breida. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. A tackle for loss there. 2 last week. He's tough to handle coming off the edge.
I mean, you talk about a defensive end here.
Yeah, it ain't about him. It's about Paul and your Celtics.
But the best ones can play the run.
Ain't about KG, nigga.
We're seeing from him that excellent combination of holding the point of attack and also getting.
And he's in. Touchdown,
that nigga hates that man, bro. He hates that man with a passion.
18 yards out, and the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. McCann's got it teed up. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
He was certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get.
And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And the return will stop right around the 25. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone?
Bro.
Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel.
Because we started and we had a desync. So I'm like, bro. I said, let's just run tomorrow. I got a draft in 30 minutes. Oh, no, man, I can't. All right, don't trip. I'm going to make it to where I have to run the clock then. About to run this motherfucking score up on you. Don't make me run the clock. Hold on to that, Juju. Get the fuck out of here.
Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Bear in mind they had 2 interceptions last week, but that was in 4 quarters. They've got 2 here in the first quarter alone.
And the unsung people in this streak, the pass rushers. Because most of the time, they're the ones that affect things in the pocket for a quarterback, trying to throw the football, rushing them, getting them off their spot, harassing them. And that allows the defensive backs, the linebackers to swoop in and make the picks downfield.
And they're swooping. Here's a throw dropped off to his fullback. And a loose football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. And a nice gain of 21 yards. This defense porous so far in this first quarter. They face another 1st and goal. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Ian Thomas. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Yeah, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Herbert looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. 21-0 our score after 1.
Steelers 21, Texans nothing.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Samuel bringing in the slant. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
And 1 at the 45-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And he's got his man on the out route.
That's good.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. The tackle made that time by Bryce Callahan.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Out of the gun, Herbert. No, he almost had it. Herbert already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there.
Incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Herbert. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a 1st down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. A handoff to Breida to begin the drive. And a gain of about 4 here moves this from the 6 up to the 10.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. Give them 14 on that one and a 1st down. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
Taken down.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the 1st half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
35-yard line.
On 1st down, Justin Herbert. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
It's a gain of 8.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. From the gun, Herbert. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Took nearly the entire first half, but a first red zone opportunity for him here. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll wind up picking up about 4, as that is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half, as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend.
And that's a nice job there, because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
So on 4th down, Texan kicker Kaimi Fairbairn comes on. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So they do get the 3 points before they hit halftime. Something to build on, maybe.
Yeah, go ahead and raise the banner, right? Wave the flag. That's good. Got points. And now, as you said, they've got something to build on as they get ready for the second half.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get position for at least 3 points.
Over the middle, it's Thomas. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
1st down, Pittsburgh.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in.
Complete.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That'll be complete to Breida. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
1st down, Steelers.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
19-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
And this is caught at the 20. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Well, certainly they haven't had the ideal first half, but there's something, some momentum for them to take into halftime.
Yeah, and it might not be that wild momentum, you know, that you see sometimes where they score late and teams go sprinting off and the whole deal. No, it might not be that, but it does give them a better feeling about themselves and what they can accomplish in the second half.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone.
Just pause it when you get to my pick.
The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we
19.
are back underway in the second half.
Like, please pause it when you get to my pick.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time the formula was
but I'm in the third quarter, and this month, like, bro.
You just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw.
I asked this nigga, like, bro, let's just play later. No, we was already in it in the desync, and I was like, look, I got a draft at 12, bro. Like, oh man, I won't have the time. I'll take the force. Oh, okay. And I ain't giving up no force.
Game working, they'll stick with it on first down. And he's going to be
my Steelers lead.
The 33-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's second and 2.
So it's 28-10 right now in the third quarter minute.
Here's Herbert. Throw left side complete. It's Logan. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 2 yards, good enough for a first. And, Charles, this infraction's going to be against the offense, false start.
Sometimes you have to get up to the line of scrimmage, make sure your team is set before you begin your cadence.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
On second down, here's Herbert. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And he is going to have a Texans first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Herbert, and he fumbled it. It's on the ground, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. But he has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
That catch good for only a couple.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out,
tell that nigga Ty. Tell that nigga Ty. No.
You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Able to shake him off, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
Here's a toss right side for Breida. And this will be a pickup of 4 here, up to their own 20.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play.
Yeah, we can't hear shit that you're saying.
Intercepted. Lonnie Johnson picks it. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD.
I think this is where you have to have the term situational football in your head, because this game is pretty much in the palm of your hand, and the one thing you can't afford to do, turn the ball over. Now you've given the patient a little bit of a heartbeat, haven't you? And now they're feeling it and they're back in this game.
Yeah, still a little bit of a lead, but that makes things more interesting. We're still just in the third quarter here. Deep.
He mad.
Dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone.
Oh well, look at me.
Loses him about 4 yards.
Nigga, we ain't in the Super Bowl.
Here about ready for their next drive. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this third quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and they're shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Trying to get that edge back as they've watched this lead shrink a little. Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Running out of the gun here, Breida. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down, because they had the incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in.
Odell Beckham.
And now we get into the psychology of the thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot.
All the shit he be talking in the chat.
Really try to put the
and
hammer
you decide to miss the re-sign period, that's your fault.
I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question
he said just booty?
a bit. They gave up a significant
run,
for sure.
6
yards, and now you're saying to yourself,
man, I'm mad I'm in the game. You know my boot is fast.
To make a play.
Right side here, complete. And I think we've got a hold here. It's a 5-yard pickup for the moment. Let's see what our referee says. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. It'll be a gain of 4. And that's going to make it 3rd down and 10.
It's a gain of 4.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all. And now they're looking
I'm in the 4th quarter, don't forget.
We are headed to the 4th here on Thanksgiving night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Justin Reed. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles.
I didn't.
3 interceptions in this ball game.
He in free agency.
There's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And
yeah, Russell Wilson in free agency. I didn't get him.
Good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of
I'm gonna try though.
Learned from them and became great later.
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 43-yard line.
Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked off at the 45. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. That is now seven interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with it.
That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. Throwing again. Herbert. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off near the 34. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really
Man, what pick y'all on?
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Wow. Yeah, you can go ahead and skip me.
Now back to throw. And this one's in.
I got 4 minutes left.
The intended receiver there,
this
Ian
nigga.
Thomas. And it's 3rd down.
Well, to say that this has not been his game is probably a big understatement. I mean, he is all over the place. Mechanics are off, not accurate, except if you're playing on defense. Because
yeah, nigga, I'm up 34-17.
But they're throwing it off his back foot. Pressure coming, just chucking it downfield. He can't do that right now.
No, you can't do that at all. And I think
yeah, I'm chewing. But when I get the ball,
is to find a way to just kind of get out of it, kind of get yourself back to neutral. Because what you try and do is make even more spectacular plays to make up for it, and it usually leads to more bad ones.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
7-yard line.
They run again with Breida, and he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
Breida.
2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Matt Breida with touchdown number 7 on the year.
The quarterback who took him.
Capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And the lead is now 24.
Makes the score Steelers 41. Texans 7.
Yeah, hell yeah.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next
3 minutes and 30 seconds.
This game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard. But that is not the case as we play on here in this 4th quarter.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Incomplete from the contact.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And this will not
Who, the
get
safety?
close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. They'll get only a yard
Wow.
out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. All right, they're
It
going
don't
to try
matter.
and keep hope alive here.
Yeah,
on
that shit
4th
don't
down.
matter.
They're going for it. They snap it to Herbert. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all. And it's been a long day for this crowd waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
Now they try the right side here. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
Brought down.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. This throw caught right around the 6. And the Texans are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's
2 minutes.
in. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there.
Yeah, man, I know. But this nigga's
And the Texans get a bit closer.
this nigga doing shit on purpose too, stopping the clock.
Certainly, the offensive line right there, they really helped with that score.
Didn't they tell us in our meeting that when we score touchdowns running the ball, that means the offensive line actually scored first by moving people back beyond the end zone? We saw evidence of that on that play.
Fielded just outside the goal line.
How was that tight end,
Across
Showtime?
the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
23-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away.
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs to keep up with your theme there, playing keep away.
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 24-yard line.
It's a gain of 50.
It's a big play there for the Steelers. 53 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. They'll try to run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
A minute.
Back at the 24-yard line.
I got the ball back now, so I'm chewing.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Off to Thomas on the left side. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down right around
Why are you calling timeouts, bro?
Now the defense going to
He's
use
doing
the
this shit
first
on
of their
purpose, I
timeouts.
swear to God,
They'll
bro.
head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
For the field goal. A 35-yard attempt.
McCann's kick up.
Bro, I am
and good.
up 20
And that will make
with
this
a
now
minute
a
left. Why are you
19-point
calling
advantage.
timeouts?
So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
And ultimately cannot
What pick
get
is it
this
on?
out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
What pick are you, Ty?
Houston's offense already at
Oh,
the line,
shit.
set to get
Okay.
going. Let's just be frank. They're
I'm
playing
19th, right?
For pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown.
Tucker McCann.
And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door
40 seconds.
closed, locked, reinforced.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will bump the lead up to 26.
Oh, yeah, you can pick, Ty. I got 40 seconds. I'm going to just get up out of here real quick, and then I'll come over there. You can still just pause mine, Showtime.
And down he goes just shy of the 25. Now,
who's before me?
Down. Let's see what that's about.
Oh, I'm up now? Okay.
Not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete.
Herbert's pass.
Nothing on that one. It'll be second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 14-yard line.
A quick throw out wide to Fuller. And he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they take over already 5 yards deep into the red zone at the 15-yard line.
Recovered by Pittsburgh.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
Who talking now? All right, I'm loading in now. It's just nigga can hit X fast enough.
By Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing